Welcome to another edition of the Out the Fire, the podcast with Fabo and Drew. Drew is out today, but standing in, we got Mershodd Redmond from the MD Redmond brand, and we got Tiffany Mershodd.
What up?
We're
What up? What
having
up?
an interesting
What up?
conversation
What up?
back and have a conversation today on entrepreneurship and just how you may be able to get started with a dollar or whatever you got. If you got nothing but a dollar in a dream, we're gonna have that discussion today. So this is for you. If you're unemployed, uh, you need more funds, you want to do something, you always had this dream. Let's go ahead and launch it today. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
So you all are probably familiar with Mershodd Redmond. We had him on the podcast in January sometime, and he talked about the MD Redmond brand and how he went from working at Nike to forming his own brand. So we had weather problems, so it was a little static. So I wanted to bring him back to clear things up to have that conversation.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad to be back, man. Appreciate that.
Man. Glad to have you here, bro.
Yeah, because you were Fable one on it last time either, just me.
No,
Nah,
it was
nah.
just me. We had a lot going
Yeah, I was
on
out.
at that time, and like I said,
Yeah.
it was snowing here, and the connection was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the stuff, and I see you got that Soul Addict shirt on, sweatshirt
Hey,
on.
man, you got to be a walking
That's fine.
billboard
That's
for
what's up.
yourself, bro.
Most definitely.
Walking billboard, man. You know, everybody, they see it. What is that? Where is that? You know how that make you feel when you tell them this is me? I made this. It's just a different feeling, man. You know, so I walk in the store and I'm like, yo, where they sell that at? Oh, here go my card. That's where they sell it at, you know?
But for those that missed the podcast and missed it, give 'em a quick rundown of how you got to now to this point.
To now, so I mean, the name So Addict just came from me being a sneakerhead, a sneaker fetish, man. I always been in the shoes, even when I couldn't afford them. So, as the logo, you see the logo, it look like you on drugs. Like sneakers were my addiction. I changed it to addict because it's more appeasing to people, you know, not being a drug addict. You know, they probably took it a negative way. And plus, legally, I couldn't do it because of another store in Florida called Soul Addiction down in Tampa, where you at actually. So I couldn't use the name. But I went, you know, got a job at Nike. Perfect job for me being a sneakerhead. You know, I get to sell shoes, then I get to buy them at a discount. So it was like a win-win for me. You know, got in there, started learning the business. You know what I'm saying? Really started to pay attention to it, started getting promotions. You know, so then once I became a manager, and then like they started telling me like little secret tips and shit. You know, I get to see like technologies and releases and stuff that might come out. You know, stuff I can't talk about, stuff like that. And I'm like, wow. And then you know, I was there one day, and we had these ladies come in. They stole like 10 or 15 pairs of shoes out of there in one day. Like we had this Air Max. It was like $200. And those jokers didn't even get mad. And then my head manager told me, some man, you pay for it anyway. Like when you buy one, you really buy six. It's like, wait. He said, yeah, the price reflects for theft. I was like, damn, I didn't know that. So, you know, so then that intrigued me. So I started getting more and more into the business. And then I transferred out of Nike down to Converse, which Nike owns Converse. A lot of people don't know that either. I went down to that store. It's a little slower, so I had to have more responsibility. So it taught me more business. I had the numbers and stuff. I worked there for about a year, man. I was like, all right, I'm out. May 2019, I cashed in my 401k, cashed in all my stock. By July, I was open inside a major mall in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. I had my storefront and everything. Started out as a consignment shop. You know what I'm saying? I was making minimum money then. I was like, all right, how do I make more money? So then that birthed the brand, you know. So I started putting out merch. Freaking sat at my house one day, was like, man, I can make my own shoe. I found this company out in Italy. Free of charge, man. I don't pay nothing for the shoes up front. They made them for me. I get money off their sales. Like I don't pay nothing for it. That's got me to now, you know. Went through COVID, everything went online. Now I'm in Georgia, get ready to open up another storefront, man. So you just got to keep pushing, keep your dream. If it's something that you know you can do, just keep doing it. Don't let like it's gonna be hard. It ain't gonna be easy because people don't want you to win, and they ain't even like just people you know. Like it's you geared to lose. Like everything's gonna be hard for you. So you just gotta not let that knock you down. Just keep pushing. You gotta have
Life
people
is
in your
hard.
side.
Life is just hard.
Right.
Period.
Yeah,
You
you
might as
gotta have some
well
people
make
in
it
your
hard
corner.
going through something.
Yeah, I credit my wife, man, because I was gonna give up too. Like I said, she wanted to keep me pushing. She's like, "No, don't quit," because I mean, she knew, and she could see it in my face. Like the day I opened that store, man, it was like it was a different feeling. That shit changed my life. I got them keys to open that store and made my first sale, bro. I thought I had made $1 million.
Right.
That's what it felt like. You know what I'm saying? So,
Millions coming.
and coming from where we come from, bro, to do that, it's like that's a crazy accomplishment in itself, man. Like I came from nothing, and never had nothing, to being a businessman, have my own store. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to show my kids that you can be what you want to be, no matter what. Do whatever you want to do, you can do it. You just got to put your mind to it. And I say that to you too. You out here looking for a job, man. You can make your job. You
Most
don't really
definitely.
got to be put. You don't got to put on that because you find something that you love to do and turn it into money.
Mhm.
It's that simple.
That's simple. That
It's
sounds all
that
correct.
simple.
Yeah, I mean, I could say this podcast kind of started in that way. It actually
Yeah.
started with me just doing something on Facebook and
See,
just a little saying and taking pictures.
Mhm.
and look at you now, man. And I'm proud of it, man. I love this shit, man. If y'all, I could be on here every week with y'all, bro. I swear.
Man,
Oh
come
man,
on.
I
Come
tell you,
on.
you welcome. Come on,
Come on.
man.
Okay, just send me the link, bro. I'll tell you, I love
You
chopping up
always
with people
welcome,
like,
man, to
cause
come on.
especially if it's elevating, like trying to elevate people, man. No, we can chop it up every week. I don't even care.
Most
We did an
definitely.
interview on Let's Go Brandon, and it's on my Facebook. And so on the
Mm-hmm.
Let's Go Brandon show, he's an Australian podcaster, and he started off the interview like, "Oh, this is a Black American interview." And I'm like, "No, we are not just a Black American. We spread knowledge to all races. Of
Right.
course, we're gonna talk about Black issues because we're Black, but you know, we are here to put this knowledge out to anybody who want it. And like I told him, if you've been watching our show since the first Wednesday in January and your life hasn't changed, I don't really know what to tell you. I'm bringing the hottest guests, and we can actually say we're international now because we're interviewing guests from the U.S. and Australia,
Most
Yeah.
definitely. Most
That's dope,
definitely.
bro.
Most definitely.
and,
That's
and
dope.
we're diverse. We're very well diverse.
Oh yeah.
Some of the other podcasts, there's if you want drama, you want to know keep up with what the rap game is doing, watch the Breakfast Club. We coming in with our own niche, doing our own thing. And when you open that
Yeah.
store in Georgia, I expect some of these out fire shirts to be up in there.
Oh no, definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely, bro. I'm still working on that too. Don't worry.
Man, I also got my hand in few things too, like that, like coming with business like clothes,
Yeah.
my own clothing lines. Shit, I'm doing I'm doing a lot with the music industry, like try, being a manager,
Yeah.
getting artists on my team, signing artists, trying to push them, investing behind them. Like shit, it'd be hard, but I'm telling, I don't feel like giving up every day sometimes. But I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? It's income. It's more income than I was getting. I was working 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But you also ditch a light out. But then when I did the clothes and got in the clothing, the storefront, it really took a lot off of them because I stopped posting, which I should still be posting. But
Yeah.
every time I post, I can't sell them because they run in the store. Like when we want to hear it, we hear it.
Yeah.
And I did it with a friend. Shout out to Careless. She got Trapping That Dead Clothes down in Tampa. Like a lot of people know her. She good at alterations and stuff like that. She have a big storefront.
Yeah.
She gave me a space in there. Like, hey, you can come over here, rent here, put some in the store, and it do good.
Yeah. I was about
And
to
I,
bring it
I
up,
thought
bro.
about quitting, but I'm like, why quit if it's
Now,
making money?
when we open up in August, I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, most definitely.
You might want to get
And
on.
So
We can chop up and figure out some numbers.
we can
all
always do
day.
that. But yeah, so we definitely got to sit down and talk business. We'll be in Georgia. We'll party. We'll be together. We might
Oh,
go
bet
live.
that.
Most
But
definitely.
people see the podcast, but even with this, a lot of prep work where I'm up late at night writing out questions and preparing to get these shows together so that they come out smoothly. So
Yeah.
we get on there, when we get on here, we're not rambling and going,
Right.
directions and don't know what we're talking about and having research candidates. So it's a lot of prep work to go in the background. I
Mm-hmm.
just want to give Tiffany and Tiffany, what comes to mind as you are taking in all this knowledge?
Really, what do you know? What can you do? What can you start from the ground up? What is your background? What is your knowledge? You know what I mean? And so it really, or what is your passion?
Yeah,
Not
I was
even
gonna
what
say.
you know, because you can learn it on the way, but what is
Yeah,
your passion right
I was
now?
about to say it gotta be something you like, something
Yes,
you love. Because if it's
yes,
not,
Exactly.
then you ain't
because
gonna
we've
want to do
all
it.
had that 9 to 5 where you hate even getting up going to it every day,
Exactly.
but you got to feed these kids. You got to
True
keep a
that.
roof over their head.
Facts.
So it's not like you're going to, you're going to quit. That's not an option.
Right.
No, it's not.
It's simply not an option. But what can you do? What is your passion? What, you know, it's nonstop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the truth, here go a good one for you. Like everybody good at something. You got
Most
something that
definitely.
you good at that
You
ain't
took out
nobody
my
that
mouth.
good at. You got something in you. You just got to figure out what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Once you
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
figure out what it is that you good at, and you know you are, I actually enjoy doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Then is when you figure out, oh, how can I do this to make sure I make money for me and not nobody else.
Right. Right.
So,
And
A
you
lot
can
of my
also see some people doing something that you really love, and they doing it wrong, that you can go straighten up.
yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You gotta think about that too. Like, just
I
because
want to
somebody
back
else
up.
out there doing it don't mean stop you from doing it. You
Now,
can really
Yeah.
straighten it up.
I want to back up a little bit when it said making money for other people because I coach a little bit. Now, it's okay to go and make money for somebody else for a little while because
Yeah.
like I tell people I work for, that's your college, that's your education. You getting paid to
Mm-hmm.
go get that education like you did at Nike.
Yep.
You went and it was a mutual agreement, but you don't have to stay there. Take that
No,
knowledge that they
at
give
all.
you and you flip it and you do something with it.
Yeah. Don't
Now,
become stagnant. 'Cause
now, now,
that's
now,
the worst thing in the world.
Don't
now,
settle.
You get
now,
too
Tiffany,
comfortable.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put Tiffany just a little bit on the spot here, and I'm gonna challenge her to come up with if she doesn't have a passion and know her passion, we're gonna challenge her to develop and go find her passion, and we're gonna track you. We're gonna hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Put a little pressure on you, man. Because I got
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah.
we didn't have that kind of pressure. I always thought was get a 9 to 5 and that was it. Go to work. That's what life is.
Now you were taught to
Yeah.
go to factory. I know how you. That's what I was taught. Go to school, get an
Exactly.
education, graduate high school, and get out there at one of them factories.
Yep. Or the
And if you get
military.
on that
Those are
Newport,
two
if you
options.
get on that, you get
Yep.
on that steel mill, you done made it.
You
You
good.
somebody, and
You,
you good.
Yeah.
yeah.
You made it
Yeah.
in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You at the steel mill, you good, you know.
they wouldn't even pushing us to go to
Like that
college.
today. It's still like that. Because I
Yeah, it
know
wasn't even
when we
boutique. It was just go out there, get on the steel mill, and you good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nah, man, I don't want to work at the steel mill. For what? No. Fucking develop
My
Mhm.
muscle,
passion.
man.
right.
Nah.
No, there's nothing
So
wrong if that's your passion. I want to make that clear. There's nothing wrong with working with steel mill if that's your passion, but it wasn't
Yeah,
for me.
it just wasn't for me.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So Tiffany, what is your passion? What is something that you really know that you know if you open up a brand on your own, what is something that you know you would like to strive to succeed in?
Okay, so I don't even know what brand it would be, but one thing that has always made me happy is being able to help other people. For 14 years, I was in the banking industry. And you know how hard it is for us to go out there and for us to get an approval on anything
Fact.
and for us to get, to start off with something, right? All you
Mhm.
need is that one person that believes in you. They say, you know what, I'm gonna give you a chance.
Yep.
Most definitely. That's the
I
thing.
say the the ones that I love see coming through the door were the ones from the halfway house. Because you know
Right.
what? I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you a chance. I'm gonna give you a chance. You know
That's
why?
dope.
Because somebody's got to tell you yes.
Somebody got
Somebody
to.
Somebody's got to. I'm going to be the one to tell you yes. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And to be able to
I
help
like it.
people, you're helping them achieve the American dream with being able to purchase what they want, get what they want, drive around in the cars that they want to drive around in. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Go spend time on the boat that they want to spend time, that they want to have fun in on the summer. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Go
I need
ride
you to
that
be my
bike
bank.
out on the beach. Go ride that bike out on the beach. Now, it wasn't always as easy it's not always that easy, right?
Right.
Nah.
There comes some challenges. You remember from the Jackson 5 movie, give me a slow yes instead of a fast no.
Right. Hey, I like that though, because I'm the type of person. I'm the type of person that like to help people too. So I like
Yeah,
that.
so you come in here, I might not be able to do it your way, but let me tell you a way that if you come back in 2 years from now,
Right.
then whatever
Okay.
you want, I'm gonna give it to you.
Because that's all it takes. A lot of
That's it.
people go on credit.
Okay. I see something right there in what you just said. You have a passion for helping people, and you have that banking knowledge, because I hear a lot of people say, hey, it's hard to get a loan, it's hard to get business. I didn't have a problem, but
Mm.
I realize our people don't know how to some of our people don't know how to get their paperwork and how to prepare in the steps to go out
That's
there
the
and
job.
get a loan, how to go out there and get business credit, and how to go and
Mhm.
launch their dreams.
Mhm.
And they need that sound like consulting to me.
Yeah, that would it sound like.
That sound like
Exactly.
to me.
Exactly.
Sound like you
You
need
can open your
a
own spot.
consultant to me, a business consultant, and show these people that's trying to connect, that has a problem of trying to get the A and B and need this money, on what they need to do to get their credit right, or to get their business plan right, and what it
Mhm.
takes to get there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
Because
need to open the business up.
you have
Open the
so many
business up
people
and do
that
that
don't even
exactly
know.
how you got in your head. Plan it. You
Yeah.
got it planned right.
Yeah.
Like it's like before, you know what I'm saying, because I had a background before when I was young. If I always used to tell myself I ever become rich, I open up a company like I said, Stillman all it, but I call it Felons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That would be the name of it, because they want us to come out here to succeed in life and get our life on track. But what can we have? Because I'm a
What?
felon.
How?
How? Exactly.
How can you do that when no one is
So
willing to give you a chance, and you're already stigmatized once you sit your ass down in that chair?
once you label me there, you label me there for the rest of my life. But y'all say y'all don't do that. You can go get any job you want, but they can't.
Yep.
Certain ones can. The schools open up to them now.
Yeah.
That's one big step that they started. I can go to college. I can go do that at a certain level of a felon. It shouldn't be a certain level. If they want to change their life, how can they become better if y'all don't open the doors up to them?
If you're constantly holding them back, if you're
So they
constantly using their past to project their future.
and so it make them go right back to the streets because I have nowhere to go.
You gotta make that money, man.
So I got to do something that's gonna survive for my kids. And a lot of people say they see it, they really don't see it. And a company, if I ever had got rich like that would have been named, because I don't see a lot of people turn down because they had a felony. I know a lot of people that's rich, they got a felony. But once they get rich, they sweep up on the table.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Money
So
talks.
I'm like, I'll leave with you on that. Like a consultant, you've been 14 years, don't waste them 14. Start branching out just like Redden did.
That's like
He went to Nike, he came and built his own, he went and built his own brand. You can build your own brand off what you've been through in life too.
Definitely.
You did 14
About on
years in the
TikTok,
banking
and your
industry.
TikTok following up, dropping just a nugget a day on TikTok or
Get paid.
Instagram or Facebook. Then that's when you know you can be
I
a
want to have a
columnist
conversation
that's
with you
giving
anyway
these.
about business.
$100 an hour.
Yeah. People need to pay you to sit down and talk.
I mean, I went to college, and like I said on my first interview we did on here, man. Like, yeah, I went to college, got the degree, but then it's time to find that job. Oh, you gotta have 10 years experience. So how am I get it if don't nobody ever give me a job to get it?
When nobody ever gives you a chance.
When nobody so they look at me like, this black dude trying to run our network. Oh, hell no.
And then they put you in a trap because they say all you need is an associate. Remember back in the days, they never said bachelor. Yeah. You go get an associate, now you need a bachelor. Now you need a master.
Just a master.
Yep.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Well, look, so many of us went out there and got masters and got into debt. Now they say, you know, you don't even need no college. All that
You
was
don't,
for nothing.
you don't even need it. Yeah, you don't
no,
even need it. And you got these student loans that's fixing to come up due in
Right.
April.
200,
You know
200,
what I mean? They come,
$300,000.
the relief is over. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it is, but helping people has always been, you know, you see somebody, you always have that mindset, oh, I want to help them. You know,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
care about who
I
who
do that.
helps me. I care about who helps me, and I
I want to
appreciate
point out
that.
something though, and it's great to help someone, but I want people to realize you got to help yourself.
It starts from
You
you.
got to get in there, and you got to do the work. You know,
Yeah.
some people get in there like, "Hey, I'm down. Can you help me?" Meaning, you go do the research for me. You go talk to people for me. No, you got to go. You got to go get the humiliation. You got to go
Mhm.
knock on these doors, and you got to go get knocked down, and you got to fail because there's learning in failure. I failed several times, you
My
know,
God.
and even in the corporate world, you got to be willing to face failure to even get up that ladder. So my goal is to do it both ways. I want to come up corporate and on the business side, so that's why I can tell the story of both worlds,
Definitely.
Right.
and that's what I do.
Mhm.
You know,
And a lot of people got to know whatever you do in life. I don't care what you do in life. It always start with itself. You
Yeah,
can't hold a
man.
job. You can't hold a job down if you ain't prepared for it. It can be the job you want, but you might be like, man, I'm straight now. I'm done.
Mhm.
I'm gone. No, it don't work like that.
one of
And
the
Nah,
biggest
that's where I have failed at. I would say the majority of my
you haven't failed.
adulthood.
You learned a lesson.
Yeah,
Well,
lesson.
You're learning a lesson.
yeah, learning a lesson in the process of learning that lesson. There's always been someone else to come first before yourself. You're not supposed to, but us as women, mothers, that is what you do. You
yeah.
you put the kids first,
Most
or
definitely.
your significant other, or whatever you got. You put it first, and you're always on the back burner. So now it is training myself to think about my own mental health, my own things to take care of, because you can't
Right.
pour from an empty cup.
Right. You can't do
Nope.
nothing. You can't take care of the kids if you can't take care of yourself. So without
Definitely.
you having a job, you can't feed them. So you're right. You need to worry about you before you worry about anybody. And everybody been through it. For the ones that's listening, we always throw ourselves on the back burner to satisfy your family or whatever you got in your household. But if we ain't healthy in what we do, everybody not healthy. 'Cause everybody depending on you.
Mhm,
That's your household. So
mhm, mhm.
I just want to say we are in a perfect age right now. This is the ideal age. We're in the Aquarius era, and basically YouTube University. There's really no excuse. You know, I didn't know anything about nothing. When I got coloring books out there for those that don't know, on Amazon. I learned that from YouTube. I got a couple of mind mapping books out there, which I'm gonna start pushing really heavy in marketing. I learned that from YouTube, how to go out there and do that. And if you don't have a dream or a plan of what to do, watch YouTube. It will give you one, and it will show you different people that's doing whatever you want.
right.
TikTok is another one. TikTok pretty much give you anything you want to know. You know, you go to TikTok and it's like, oh, I never thought about that. TikTok, YouTube. There's no excuse to learning. Even with the pocket, even with the brand, how to get these shirts on Etsy and get them printed
Right.
out. It was YouTube University. Even as we become better on this podcast, Fiverr.com, YouTube. I can't express that enough.
Yeah.
That's where you come in. LinkedIn Learning. You know,
Oh,
you
yeah.
get on LinkedIn Learning, get a subscription to LinkedIn Learning. They'll damn near teach you anything. You can be
Never heard of
you
LinkedIn Learning.
Oh yeah.
well, I'm gonna put the link in there. LinkedIn, it used to be lynda.com.
Mm-hmm.
And so for all of y'all out there that's in the corporate world or not in the corporate world, if you got a desire, you can go on LinkedIn Learning and they will teach you how to code. If you got a passion for C++, if they still using C++, I know Python is a big one. Python is real big. You can learn from literally nothing. All you need is that subscription. And I think it's less than $20, $30 a month. You can
Yeah.
get all unlimited courses. You can learn from podcasting to video editing to how
Yeah.
to be an accountant
Okay.
to production filming. I mean, they got a bunch of courses out there, and then
Yep.
they add little certificates to you on link your LinkedIn account where you can literally have no skill at all, and within a month on some of these courses, be able to come up. I've learned. I still learn. I go in there and learn Excel and everything.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
most of them they don't know.
We
I
get
started.
older, you gotta learn.
I came in as an hourly worker when I got out of the Air Force, and
Hmm.
LinkedIn. Some of the talk that I didn't know how to talk, and some of the skills I didn't have, I went to LinkedIn and YouTube. I went to LinkedIn and YouTube. Like I said, if you can't afford a LinkedIn account, go to YouTube. YouTube got everything. You don't know how
You
to
ain't lying,
be a
bro.
yeah. You
And
be
you
an
ain't
YouTube,
lying.
Excel master. I
You don't
mean,
need nothing but YouTube.
you
you
don't need
put a
them.
boat in your car watching
YouTube,
YouTube, bro.
yeah, look, YouTube will
Yeah.
teach you how to become a programmer. If you don't
Yeah.
know how to code for free, you can get on. If you got an internet connection, you can become a programmer in the next 3 to 4, 5, 6 months. Next, I would encourage everybody. I'm gonna drop a few gems. Usually, I don't talk on this podcast, but we're amongst
It's
people.
about time.
We want to
Come
help
on,
you.
keep it
It's
coming
about
now.
time.
Come on.
I don't get on Meetup.com.
Talk your East.
Yeah.
Meetup.com.
Talk your
And it's
shit.
MEETUP. Meetup.com is not a dating site.
Oh, damn. No, I was like,
That's another site. No, okay. Let me take it back. It's possible to meet somebody, but I haven't used it lately. But if you're in a major metropolitan area, like when I was in Atlanta, I used it a lot. I got on LinkedIn. I'm sorry, not LinkedIn. Meetup.com. I was interested in Spanish. That was during my Spanish era. I wanted to learn how to speak Spanish. I wanted to take Spanish lessons. So I got up on meetup.com. They had a Spanish meetup every Saturday somewhere in downtown Atlanta. Whatever. I got up. I went to the Spanish meetup. I met a bunch of people that was learning Spanish and had that interest that I had. And I told them, hey, I didn't know much Spanish. They told me about this one guy that lived in my area that was teaching Spanish for free because he was trying to get his class started every Sunday. So I hooked up with him. Lo and behold, how things work out. You gotta piece your life. Your life is a
habla
map. You
español
gotta put it together.
now.
Exactly. I started going to his class. He's teaching me Spanish, and I started learning Spanish. I meet some friends that went to the Dominican Republic in the gym. I invited them to the class. So I built a whole network based off meetup.com, and we still friends to this day. Matter of fact, we went to that sparked my interest to the Dominican Republic. Another guy we had his birthday was after mine. We went to the Dominican Republic and we hung out together. Total strangers at that point. Took care of
Wow.
me, showed me. I mean, literally, my birthday 7th, his was the 8th. I had known him maybe 2 months, 2 or 3 months from the gym. And he was a school teacher, so he went every summer. He went out there. So he knew the Dominican Republic layout perfectly. So I said, hey, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna take this chance, I'm gonna go with you. My flight was landed in another city that was 2 hours away. This guy drove 2 hours in the middle of the night because my flight didn't land till 1 o'clock. I didn't know him nothing but 2, 3 months. Drove to the next city in the Dominican Republic, picked me up, had my hotel already booked for me and everything, drove me to the room, walked around, showed me the lay of the land or whatever, had a great time. And I wasn't in the tourist area. And so then he introduced me to like 10 blacks that live on the island that retired and live in the Dominican Republic. And they have breakfast every every Friday with each other. They have breakfast together. So I got a chance to meet them. I actually made connections for life. And that type of education that I learned, is invaluable. Just off
Yeah, man.
meetup.com. I got into salsa dancing and salsa, I'm a little rusty now, but I got into salsa dancing and
Nah, you ain't.
everything based off meetup.com. And literally in Atlanta area, and I can speak for the other areas, if you was to get on YouTube and learn how to code in Python, I used to go to Python meetups in Atlanta. I kid you not, where you would go in there to these meetups and they were sponsored by different companies. And they would have like a keg of beer. I one meetup I went to, they had a keg of beer there, and they had like these sandwiches. You just go up, just show up to this office, into these meetups, and they talk, and all they talking is Python. And while you sitting there eating these nice sandwiches and drinking their beer, soda if you don't drink, they had like a chalkboard on the wall, and they were going up and write, I'm looking for this person. If you got 3 years of Python experience and you can do this and you can do that, this is what I'm looking for right now.
Wow.
They telling you, and they were giving you, and then and even with them, you could connect with these guys, and then they would have meetups on their own where they do nothing but coding, Code Academy. That's another one. I went to some of those, and it was like, hey, all they did was just code. And they start you off at a beginning level because that was their hobby. They loved it. And they would teach you, and they didn't mind you coming in, they didn't care your level, whether it's salsa dancing to learning how to code to Python. And then they had, managers that was hiring you. Once you got good at what you was doing, and they was giving the game to you.
Dang.
Mhm.
I never knew that.
It's
We
who you
had-
know. It's who you know.
It's who you
Right.
know, but you gotta get in the know. That's one of the things when we were on the Let's Go Brandon show. Well, actually, when he was on our show,
Facts.
he said, "Be in the loop," and
Facts.
he spoke a little bit about how he was just in the loop, and you
Say
gotta be
that.
in the loop. Get
Man,
in
like
the loop somehow.
we had a lot of people, if y'all ain't looked at all the videos that came in and didn't hide nothing, gave us straight game.
Yeah.
Gave it to us. Like, man, give me something. Like, okay, we appreciate it. I'm talking about they didn't want to X us out. Man, like he just mentioned, man, Brandon came on here and hey guys, do this, go do that. And he told us, I don't even watch podcasts. I said, why watch when I'm gonna start one myself? Gave us a game about it and everything. We already had a podcast, but it's like, damn. We had him, we had Steve, Mason, all them come on here and they gave us straight game.
I love it.
Like straight game. Like,
Let me a shot. You dropping this game. And
yeah,
so
like you.
that's what I want people to realize. This show is for you. That you got a dollar and a dream in your hand, or you in the corporate world, and Drew talked about different corporate secrets or whatever.
Yeah.
This is to uplift you and give you a chance to move on to better.
You got people on this podcast that don't been through what we going through right now and succeeded from what we trying to do. So it's a lot like Ali said, you gotta really jump on that train and listen to some of that. Because sometimes we don't listen, but all the guys we had on here really show you how they excel on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I even went back and look at some of it, then go look it up and see how you do it.
Yeah.
And try to, and fix myself. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just gonna be what I do now, just my little stuff I know, but these guys show me something I didn't know.
Like Rick Pace, when he talked about investing with contracts, I got to go back and relook at his episodes, and I got to learn how to invest in some contracts.
Most definitely.
Because that was a good episode. And even
And I think
when we
what I
started
think
this
a lot of
podcast,
stuff people it's fear too.
Yeah.
Like you can't be scared of failing. Like you said, you
That's
this.
real.
Don't
Yeah,
worry
that's
about
real.
failing. Because if you don't fail, that means you never tried. You gotta at least try.
You gotta try.
Mhm.
You gotta X them out. You gotta X people out the way.
even
You
when
can't
we
be shy
started,
about it.
when we started this podcast, we had no idea how we was gonna get guests. We just came on. We're gonna start a podcast, and to be honest, it's me and Fabo, and like, well, I guess we'll talk about different topics. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get guests on this show.
Right.
And then we brought Drew in just so it wouldn't get boring, and we have somebody else, to talk with and whatever. When I it may be a time when we can't get, we run out of the guests. The MD Redmonds and everybody's been on here. Will we be able to get any more guests?
Right.
But one, it's something metaphysical about it for those that believe in that type thing, or you're Christian,
No, I
God,
do.
God, or whatever. But
You get the energy.
man, it's something about getting in the right energy and connecting and taking action and executing. We ain't had to beg for guests since we started this. It's just got to
Definitely.
get started. Right now. Honestly, we got guests lined up. It's we what? It's March 15th. Right now, we got guests lined up to May from here to Australia.
Hey,
And
man,
so
hey,
we got people coming to us now to get on the show. You know what I'm
salute to
saying?
y'all, bro.
I'm saying
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate
people,
it.
and we're not even heavy with subscribers right now.
No.
We got a lot of people that watch it, but we're not heavy with subscribers. But we got a lot of heavy clientele on this show that's lined up. I mean,
Not even in the first year. Like everybody
we
talking
ain't
about
even
give it a year. We
we
like
in
we're
the
gonna
first
give it a
quarter.
year. We're gonna see the dude. Like it's
Yeah,
jumping.
I'm gonna be right back. I gotta take this. I gotta take
Oh,
this.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But like we're like it's like I'm with Ali on there. Like we didn't know where it was gonna go.
Right.
And like I'm gonna tell Ali right now, look at us now. Like, man, we what 3 months in?
I'm gonna say, and y'all still just not starting, bro. Like,
Bro,
it's
we
crazy.
fresh.
Yeah.
We're breaking. Okay.
We
Now
fresh.
what is it? It at the taping of this show, it's gonna come out later. It's with March 15th at the taping of this show. So next week, our audience will see a story about a woman that was raped by the police in Georgia.
Yeah.
That's a major story. USA Today broke that story. She's
Mhm.
been interviewed by WSB TV Tom Jones reporter. She's giving that story to the Ali Fable Drew. She came on and told her story.
Yeah.
Man,
So
keep getting them out there, bro,
we
man.
got
Like we like people reaching out.
we got
Whatever I can do to
gotta
help
just
out,
get
man,
better.
let me know.
Oh, you've been excellent now,
Just
and like I said,
come
we
on.
got movie stars, Manos,
Yeah.
Hands of Faith, uh,
Worldwide, the worstest
worldwide.
movie ever made in the world.
Yeah,
And they read it.
nothing into something.
Nothing
Right.
to something.
I'm proud of y'all, man.
So and
Appreciate it.
we're proud of you, man. I do. So it's
Almost
stories like
definitely.
you, where you take it and you show how you went to Nike and got that education from 'em. You just didn't take it as a job and complain it. You were able to take the education that they gave you and transform it. And
And
people
use
miss
it.
the magic in that. When I'm
Yeah.
coaching, I'm telling people, no, don't look at your job as they put, because most people come with the wrong mindset. Like they want me to do all this, but they ain't paying me. No. Go get that education. The
Most
more
definitely.
responsibility you have, the more you learn and you are able to do more. If it's not for a promotion, to go somewhere else with your talent and
Yeah.
skill, or to build your own.
Yeah. You gotta try to
But
elevate within a job, man. Cause then, like you said, they teach you more and more. With each promotion, you get different levels of security. And they
Exactly.
show you more and more and more and more. Then something might just click in your head, but like, wait, I could do this without them. And
most
that's what
definitely.
happened.
They taught you.
Yeah.
And the way you going, man, you need that forever.
Yeah.
The shoe game. I'm talking about like who can you name that don't have a crazy shoe game?
It's like it's an addiction, bro.
It's an addiction. Exactly. It's an addiction. Even if we don't be addiction no more, it always be somebody 24/7 around the clock that got addiction to some damn shoes.
Yeah.
And
It's definitely a little bit
with your
business.
logo you came with, I don't see, man. If you open it up like I was in Vegas, like you got people that sell the shoes back. They run one, we can sell them back. Then they want like 400, 600, they wrap them in plastic. You know how you see how they be in plastic? I got the same shoe for $250. I go in the store, they want $600. But I got the same shoe.
That's why I was telling him, because like when I started out, it started as a consignment shop when I was taking in used and new shoes that was selling at triple the retail price.
Most definitely. Because people can't get them because they buy tickets. And in the shoe head, like I said, shoe addict, I want that shoe. I gotta have it. That's my addiction. I need them. That's the only one on the half. So they're gonna pay $600 without a problem.
Man, I don't drop about $600 on a pair.
Man, yeah. Gotta have that addiction. Like you say, that addiction. That's what I'm saying. You could.
Well, see, now I got pairs in my collection that now worth over $2,000-$3,000.
Yeah, they can't nobody get.
I've been collecting shoes for 20 years.
Right.
So,
that's good. I ain't gonna lie. That's hard. I like it. I gotta rock that because I'm an addict. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a soul addict. Yeah, okay. I need my service. They talk about you again. I'm a soul addict. I ain't gonna lie.
Come to a store near you.
Come on, bro. Don't tell me to get so quick because I know, especially like when you put this out to a lot of people that's really addicts, they ain't gonna think about nothing else. Man, I'm a soul addict. True gang gotta be right.
It's your first time seeing it. You already caught the concept of it.
It's over with.
You know what I'm saying?
What can I do? This is I tell everyone this is my addiction. This is my addiction. You know what I'm saying? I go to club, I got 24,000 with shoes that I ain't even wearing. They just over with, money gone.
Bro,
that's my addiction.
They in there too. I got shoes 10 years old. I ain't put on my feet.
Man, yeah, I like that. I like that. That addiction is crazy.
But you know, and if you tie that in to some of our guests like the Masons and the Steve, there's value in that because right now with inflation, your money is you're losing money if you got it in a savings account in a bank.
Mm-hmm.
But through your shoes and inflation, that actually turned out to be an investment where you're actually getting an inflationary value that can sustain you in the future if need be.
Right, bro.
Have you ever thought about reaching out to Nike when you open your storefront?
Well, I did. I did. They, so they sent me a packet, but it's once you start selling their product under directly from them, then it's rules and regulations you have to follow.
But
like
you can have the storefront name sold at it.
No, well I could, but then Nike wants that stuff displayed a certain way. Mm-hmm. We have to have it in a certain light in a certain area. It can't be next to this. I don't want to. That was just too much for me to sell Nike when I can just go down the Hibbets and have these little dudes stand in line, pay them $20, buy all the Jordans coming out, and bring them to my store. We paid $120 for them down there, but once they cross my door, they're $350 and up. They're in the same day. You know what I'm saying? So it was just. But then they don't guarantee you the hot stuff. So once you sign a contract with Nike, they send you what they want to send you. You can't pick what you want.
Right.
That's another reason why I didn't want to go.
It's a good thing that you didn't sign with Nike because Nike is pulling all their shoes out of Foot Locker in a lot of the stores right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that would have been a threat to your business now.
Because
they're taking $1 billion right now. Foot Locker is estimated to take $1 billion loss.
Yeah, because they
Nike
won't follow
is
the
pulling
rules.
off. Yeah,
they won't follow the rules. They were backdoor releases, and the customers weren't happy. So Nike was like, "Man, we getting all these bad reviews because y'all giving your partners the shoes and not making it fair for the public. So we would just pull them out, sell them ourselves."
Well,
now Nike.
I hate you don't sell out of
Nike store.
What about it? Say it again.
Ken.
No, I was thinking you, whatever you were saying. I was just saying Nike now. So now it's gonna probably be a lot of more Nike stores and a lot more in the Nike store now, and it's probably a lot of online.
Yeah, it's gonna be more online because
more online, and they'll send more to the Nike stores now, and then more online because Nike pretty much pulled out of every store now.
Yeah,
but
even Macy's.
Now the outlets are getting way more stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Because right now, even Macy's have pulled. I think they even pulled Nike out of Macy's.
See, they like you said earlier, they only want a certain percentage of the shoe. Y'all don't need most off of it like that. Y'all charging like that. How long we get this for the shoe that you paid for? Yep. So they gonna go to the outlets. Outlets where they gonna get everything wholesale. But
I do see opportunities for you though. Now I will say with Nike pulling out of the Marshalls, the DSWs, the Foot Locker, the Finish Lines, and everything else. I don't know how they're gonna recover from Nike because Nike was pretty much there.
Y'all finna go belly up.
But I think the ticket game killed them though. Like you gotta have a ticket. Like when they do the J's and all that, I don't put no name. I'm saying the J's. But when you put a ticket on that, that's where it come from. If you want to make your money. Whoever wants them shoes, get them shoes.
Yeah, it should be first come.
I'm not gonna be trying to stop this and I'm looking at it like coming good way and bad way. You have crime committed off shoes.
Yep.
You have all this stuff going on. So why put a ticket on the shoe? Man, I'm gonna make everybody satisfied. If I'm a big shoe owner or something like that, I'm not gonna stop my money by getting a certain world of pair of shoes. No. You want these, you can get these shoes.
Yeah.
But you got people waking up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, mall them open at 10 o'clock, sitting there buying the mall. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's the environment that we living in, man. And like you gotta look at stuff all around the board. Like I wouldn't do that.
I'm gonna tell you why they do that.
That's
They feel
crazy.
like the rarity of the shoe was what makes it cost so much. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's why they do that a certain amount, a limited amount. And I don't, you know, I hear you everything, bro. Like
Yeah.
if they made 1 million of them, they gonna sell 1 million of them.
Exactly.
Like why somebody got to die because y'all made 100 of them?
100.
You know what I'm saying? Like get
100%.
I used to beg my manager and like to do releases. I used to tell myself, I guarantee you, they all gonna sell. They're gonna be gone in an hour. But he was like, I don't want that kind of crowd.
Man, longer
You
people
don't
come
want to
in
make
with
that
a crowd.
$50,000
You don't
an
have
hour.
a crowd with somebody in and out buying that shoe. Keep that line moving.
Yeah,
We gotta pray for you. We gotta pray for you.
You know,
We sat
before,
outside in the cold
but
24 hours waiting on the shoe to
the
drop.
vision I see though, before the Foot Lockers go belly up, maybe they can put some MD Redmond brand in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's
They
open up the
will.
door for unknown stuff now. You know what I'm saying? Like with Foot Locker, you gotta figure out how they're gonna make money.
Yeah. So maybe we can put them MD Redmond shoes up in a Foot Locker in a finish line.
Definitely.
Like anybody do that. Like if you got a percentage, you gonna give them.
Yeah.
And if you selling so much, so if they can look online and say how much you selling, you ain't gotta say nothing. They gonna extend their hand to you.
Yeah.
That's how they get a lot of people in their stores. Like, oh, Reebok selling, Nike selling. Let me get this. Let me see. It don't come out of nowhere. If soon when he get hot, they want his shoes.
That's why I told him, like in my first interview again, I said the right person got to see it.
Yeah.
Once the right person see it, it's doors open, bro.
It's open.
Once the right person get a hold to it and be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? That's why I made the little guy we was talking about in the 1 years, he's my brand ambassador. He get free gear. I give him free shit. Every time I make something, I give it to him.
Oh, you got
right.
Yeah.
Wear them shoes, wear this. And they asking him, where'd you get that from? Who is that? What is that? And and he plugging me. I'm like, okay, just keep telling him. Because once you really go boom, skyrocket up and you hit that red carpet on one of these, well, we rich.
It's over with. Now they come with big boy deals that you ain't really got to sign because you already in the way. And exactly. Like that's any market you do in the world. If somebody feel like they got pressure, somebody come with the pressure behind them in the way and they's cutting their money, they gonna come drop a check on you that you gonna be like, I'll take that. Or you gonna be like,
they want to buy you out. Let me buy your brand.
They gonna buy you out.
That's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate goal, though. Well, I wouldn't say the ultimate goal, though, but that is a goal to make something hot enough to get bought out.
Right.
See, but you also got to think about it. A lot of people mess up by letting them buy.
You know, if you come drop me a check for the Ali brand, it's done. If the figures and numbers is right, look, I'll be saying, hey, this is the last podcast. We out of here.
We out of here.
The new boss said he don't want me to say another word. We got Tiffany to join back in. We were talking about cutting check. We were talking about, making a brand hot enough to get bought out. And, hey, if somebody cut the right check, I'll leave right during the middle of the show.
I know that's right. Before the ink even drowned the check.
It'd be like the Martin show when he got bought out and they went to a country station because Stan sold the
Yeah. We'd be out if the money right,
Yeah, it gotta be right. It's definitely
it gotta be right. Because
I think I'm gonna look into some of this consulting things. I think you sparked some interest in me, and
that's what we supposed to do. We did our job.
Yes, so we did our job.
That's what we brought you on as a guest.
Yes,
man,
and if anybody sees this and they can message me about it, about getting started and all that, hey, please reach out.
Oh, definitely. I would just want to say that, man. Anything you want to know, how I got started, where I went through,
you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to carry your own cross now. That's the thing. You gotta
I will.
Cross.
I will.
And reach out. We're giving you the contact, and we're giving it, and we're gonna track you, and you publish it. So you got the biggest ridicule is public accountability.
Public accountability.
When we come back, where's Tiffany now? Now, either you're gonna be a success or you're gonna be a true Hollywood story.
I'm gonna be on Oprah. I'm gonna be on Oprah. You know what I'm saying?
And we want you. Like I said, it's up to you.
Hey, I want you to be at the top, most definitely.
I want you at the top. You can be a success or you can be a true Hollywood story. Remember
no,
Tiffany
yeah.
Moore?
Or
We're gonna
Steve,
be
Steve
success.
Where is
Harvey.
she?
Steve Harvey, where you at? You're
We're
following
gonna talk
me.
about
Where you at?
potential.
Right.
We're gonna be a success.
It would make it a
Hey, I'm
success.
gonna tell you like that. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do. Just
Well,
don't give
that's
up.
what I'm trying to do because more than ever, it's about me, but it's about the next generation, and I've
Yep.
got to come up with something for my three that are coming up behind me. They're gonna have
Exactly.
to work hard. They're gonna have to make their way. I've got one that's 16. He's almost out of school, and so I've been talking to him about different things, and he wants to be a travel nurse, and
Mhm.
then. Okay, you can be a travel nurse, but at some point you need to be the boss and you need to run your own travel nursing
It's a
staffing
lot of
firm.
money right there with them
That's
travel
a
nurses.
whole lot of money.
Boy,
And
It's a
then
whole
what I heard that like now they offering that in high school now. They
yeah.
ain't waiting they go to college and stuff no more. Now they
Mhm.
doing it in high schools. Is that
The
true?
medical field
Not
ain't
in
never
my
going anywhere.
area. If you're in bigger areas in Texas, then I'm sure that they do offer that. But I'm in West Texas, so right now we don't have all that fancy stuff, right? So I
Right.
mean,
but you know what
he
I
can
would
take some
encourage.
college courses.
So what I would encourage him to do, if that's his interest, is get on Coursera.com.org. I'm sorry, and Coursera is one of them. edX is another one, and basically they give free. A lot of major universities put their courses on those
Mhm.
sites,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
and it gives you a taste of college. So I would encourage him to start taking some courses there.
Hmm.
One,
Most definitely. College
you
courses,
get
most
learning.
definitely.
You get learning. You get because even myself right now, I'm in the middle. Well, my company pays for, but I go on Coursera, and I got interest in supply chain. So right now I'm busy, and I got assignments where I'm working on a supply chain certificate from Berkeley University.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
Harvard, a lot of them put their courses on there, and he should take some nursing courses because it lets him, it exposes him to college, and it gives him the knowledge before he get there.
Hmm.
Yes,
That's
study.
nothing good. If you want to do something, and I think it's not that much. It may be like if you want your certificate, that you went there is something, I don't know. It could be somewhere 150, $130, whatever else like that. I'm not sure the true cost of it, but it's not that much. But you can go through some of these career paths, learn the knowledge, and get these courses
Hmm.
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 from major university certificate. And I mean, and they resume worthy. Once I finish my certificate, it's going on my resume. Hey, I got a supply chain certificate from Berkeley. You know,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Trying to
Hmm.
find somewhere close around there if they do it at their age, if they do it at their school, like try to make sure if he do start, they accept them credits.
Right.
Because my wife, she nurse, that's what she do. She in the nursing field and they lie, they often a lot.
It is a lot, and I've told him, I can't tell you what to do. I've done that your whole life. You got to make your own path. I can only
you
push
got
you. I can only push you to do what you feel like you want to do, and you can be successful in it. So, you tell me what you want to do. We'll hit the ground running on it. I saw some books where you can down, all these medical notes and all this other stuff like that. You know what I mean? If you're real interested in that, then let's go ahead and get it at a discount, and it'll teach you some basics of what you need to learn. You know what I mean? If you want it, I'm right there running right beside you, running behind you, pushing you. But you gotta want it. I can't want it enough for you.
Right.
it's all about that marketing and branding. And with today's world, man, it's like I tell the kids, you don't even have to pay attention to school now with YouTube. Just know what the lesson is.
Don't tell them
Honestly.
that. Don't
No,
tell
no,
them
no, no.
that.
Like I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I would sleep through class, and I'm not encouraging that. But hey, I knew this is the lesson. This is my homework that I got to do. Let me jump on YouTube. Somebody teaching on it.
Right. Right now he's learning stoichiometry and
Right.
all that. He said, "You want to help me with that?" No, but you can get on the computer. I got somebody that you can call, but right, I'm not the one with the math, and the chemistry and all that. No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good with math, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm like Ali, man. Sometimes I gotta go back and refresh myself. I don't get to the point where I couldn't even divide. I'm like, damn, what I do when I divide helping my son? I'm like, oh, I know I'm tripping. And you gotta refresh yourself like that. But it's like You gotta get them on out there and do that. The medical field is what is something important, real major. Like some of the companies we really have where we from real major, but they don't act like it is and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
you ain't really got too much off out here.
he can do it. He just got to put his mind to it.
You gotta follow your dreams and your passion.
Your dreams
You
gotta
gotta put some work in on your dreams and passion. You know, it's kind of like I gave a speech, and I probably released it on TikTok in the upcoming weeks. And in my speech, one of the things I said, you know, one of the things that make a doctor a doctor, an engineer an engineer, or you know, a scientist. The only thing that make them what they are is the book they read and practice. Even a doctor still call his office a practice. Read the
He
right
practice
book,
every day.
practice.
He practice every day.
And read, research, and practice will make you anything. Will make you an expert. Will make you anything you want to be in the world.
You got to practice
And I
that
just
every
don't
day.
think a lot of us put a lot of time in doing the reading and getting the practice in. It's not gonna be perfect at first. I mean, if you go back and look at our first episode, we're getting better as we go. We were hard, but we had the timestamp sitting right there in the corner, you know.
Right.
But we're learning, you know. The worst show is better than no show. And when I brought my guest on, Manos, the Hands of Faith, her father created a movie and put her in it, called, and it was voted the worst movie ever made. But like I said, it was the worst movie ever made.
They can look it up.
They can look it up. But he had something. When you put these videos out here and you got something, that's intellectual property that sticks out there. Years after she was an adult, her father was grown. They picked that movie up. Somebody picked that movie. I think her father, she said her father tells the story that her father was asleep. And all of a sudden he hears this music that he was familiar with and looked up, and it's his show. They didn't pick it up on Comedy Central and airing it. He calls her the worst movie ever made. Now the worst movie ever made is actually taught in film school on what not to do when making a movie. She actually went back and made a sequel to it. And now she's got a following, you know, a nice little following. You know, she's getting a coin now, years later, of something that was considered a failure. And that's the thing, people got to realize, you can't be afraid to fail. If you ever look at a sticky note, that was a failure. That was a scientist that was trying to make glue, and the glue didn't stick good enough. It was weak. So, you know, they took that and years later, like, well, you know what? That could be a sticky note. You know, any science that we have now is built off of the failures of others, or it's passed down work.
It is.
Now, we can't be afraid to fail. You got to go forward. The best failure is to do nothing. Everybody got an excuse and a reason why they can't do nothing. The work, 80% of our population of the world has a dream. 100% has a dream, but only 80% got a reason why they can't go after their dream.
Too scared to do it.
That's more definitely. Even if you feel like you gave your money up. I know a lot of people, I spent this much money, I can't succeed, this will happen. You start pushing. Your money start when you start.
Yep.
You start pushing. I know people took a little bit of money and started stopping, kept pushing. They spend no more money. A lot of people don't understand about marketing. Marketing is a big thing. Distribution is something like you do on your own before you get somebody to pay you. I mean, like they're investing you to do that. Like ain't nothing move without that. Like marketing, selling, all that, it's all one word, but they got it in multiple words, but you got to know how to do this on your own before you try to get somebody else to come and do it.
Yeah, you got to get your name out there.
You got to be
like, don't never give up.
Don't willing to invest in yourself, no one else.
You got to invest.
And why should they?
And I'm going to be honest with you, like when I first got into like the my management side on the music career, I was in Atlanta. We went and did all the seminars, talked to everybody that started with the hip hop, all the old heads. They had to bring them in. And the first thing they said, if you can't market, we don't want you. If you try to bring me an album, I don't want you. I want a hit. Hit make more money than your album. I just want a hit. And I want to see, can you market? And I had markets in there. The first thing he said, what do you know how to, like, you got to merge, you do this, you do that. First thing Marty did when I didn't got that after that, he had to get like, damn, so if I can't sell clothes, I can't sell my album.
Yeah.
That's how he hit him with it. Like, they didn't care about nothing else. He was like, you know, what you gonna do? You just think that YouTube gonna do this? And another thing to like some of the listeners out there, especially if you're trying to get into the music career, entertainment and stuff like that, the first thing they're gonna tell you is that if you can't do this, I can't do nothing with you.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't sell this, I can't do nothing with you.
Yeah,
and it's
man.
crazy. I never thought they'd do you like that. But I'm talking, they're like, hey, you can't sell a t-shirt. You don't even know how to market. You don't know how to do this because the only thing they do is give you the money, sign you, and that money goes to you pushing that album. You pushing that one hit wonder or whatever it is. If you don't know how to go push that one hit wonder, it's over. Like they don't burn their money. They ain't not gonna do it. It's like now you in debt. You in debt.
That's the way I look at rappers when they come up to me and they try to sell me their CD. First of all, I don't have a CD player. You want me to play it in your PlayStation? Two, if you really are hot, get on YouTube and start rapping.
No,
I ain't heard of you.
No, that's another failure. That's another failure to artists. Y'all go ahead and spend so much money. That's why you can't push your album. Y'all spend so much money trying to go ahead and go to these studios, get these big time filmmakers and all that. That's where your money went.
Yep.
Like that's for free. Like no. You put your music and stuff that you spent 20, 30 grand on YouTube for free.
For free.
You don't do that to the artists that are listening.
It's this one guy. It's this one guy on TikTok that's rapping out of his car, and he's fire. Matter of fact, I want to do a TikTok next to him. I mean,
I'm just saying it's a real game.
His stuff is getting shared over and over, but he just got skills. I mean, his flow is like, I'm like, dang. When I first heard him, I'm like, ooh, now him, he ain't gotta sell me a CD. When he starts spitting the way he's spitting, oh, I know you from YouTube. You that guy from YouTube? Oh yeah, I know you spitting fire. You know, some of these guys they get mad, you know. Well, you don't want.
Don't you know how much money they lost on YouTube?
It's not
before he gets followers up, before he can start getting paid off his damn song.
That's okay. If it's your love and you got the craft, that's what
you can have that craft. But when we do stuff on YouTube, bro, like it gotta be set up. Like whole time that's what I'm saying, you're giving it away for free. Yeah. No matter like what you do, if it's whack or whatever, you spend that much money on trying to be that artist, you need to be making $1 off. If it's $10, I need to be getting that. That's what we're on YouTube now. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go ask any celebrity, anybody like that. They get paid off that. We don't get paid off YouTube. Now we sign everything. We got our paper together. And we tell them, no, this ain't free. This like we need to be paid at least $1 a song or $1 album, whatever.
But you're getting your exposure to be able to go and do other things.
Then you run into a bad deal. Now it's like I got myself hot. Now you want to give me 200,000, but I got myself hot.
Well, don't sign that deal.
It costs a lot of money to market and stuff, and have distribution on your team. You need a team when you come in the industry like that.
Yeah,
you need a team. Look at this podcast. This podcast cost me. I'm not making a dime off YouTube coming in. Like that.
Okay. But thank God, but we coming in as a team. Like we know how to communicate. Like what we need to do.
Though, but you know, for full transparency, people know I keep it real. But you know, I ain't getting any YouTube checks on these shows.
We not because we coming in like that.
But it's with my marketing principle. I feel that it is my job to make my show hot. It is my job to catch the attention of others. This is why in this show, I don't go out there and say, hey, support black business. Come on, help a brother out. I ain't beating my family members or for watching, subscribe my show.
Right,
Hey,
right.
I got a YouTube out there. Hey,
You
I
follow
need y'all to
before you
like and
walk.
subscribe. You know, I need y'all to buy these shirts. I'm not trying to bully people
Right,
into
right.
it or whatever else. Because I feel if I'm what I say I am, you gonna find me. You like now. We went from trying to get guests. Guests are coming to us now. And for long, you know, people will start to subscribe if I keep putting out good quality content, bringing
Most
what the
definitely.
people want to hear and putting that knowledge out there.
Oh
Eventually, it
yeah.
will catch on. So, you know, I'm not out there, you know, headlocking people where they got to turn around and see, oh, hell, here he comes. He going to want us to like and subscribe and show or buy something.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
no.
Man,
I'm
come
going to keep
on,
upping my
man.
game.
Stop it.
I'm going to keep
Like
upping my game.
one thing when it comes to marketing, you never know how it's gonna go. Marketing come a
Yeah.
lot of ways. So if you come holler at me, you get a shirt or something, the first thing somebody will say, hey man, go like me, follow me.
Now, if I'm
Go do
giving
this,
you
go do
something,
that.
yeah.
That's
I bought
not bullying. That's
No.
marketing
Yeah, I
at,
get you.
at an all-time high.
Well, that's an
You know what I'm saying?
exchange. Like,
That's
that's
ain't
an
bullying.
exchange.
And
Like,
marketing.
yeah,
No matter how you look at
I
exchange or whatever, you still marketing when you go
bought
tell
some
somebody that.
popcorn.
Because ain't
I
nobody
bought,
marketing you now.
yeah. I bought some popcorn for a guy for exchange for a like and subscribe. I'm like, hey, you want me to buy your popcorn? That popcorn was overpriced. And I don't even eat
Well,
popcorn. But I'm like,
guess
you better
what?
like and subscribe my show.
But that adds up though. You ain't getting it in
Yeah,
they add it up.
Mhm.
That one person that subscribed you adds up. So you do what you do. Marketing come a million ways. So I buy
Yeah.
popcorn, you go add me with who is marketing.
Yeah.
We wear these shirts. We
Yeah.
run around what we doing. They like it. They like the style, they like the video. We marketing.
Walking billboard.
If you don't do it, who else gonna do it?
Oh, we got to do the work. Yeah.
And we got to do the work. So
Footwork,
if you
man.
bought them as a popcorn, he wouldn't follow you, man. That's better than you buying them popcorn. I got another follow-up on this podcast. I got enough follow doing this and that.
Yeah, because that one could turn into 10.
Damn right. We got to do the work. I don't give a how much money you got. You ain't got $1 million in the world right now. The hands that's sitting back. How they blame. Their hands not sitting back.
No, you don't see the behind the scenes, man. A lot of
You
people
don't.
don't understand that.
Because you're not gonna run mine without me knowing about it. and at no cost. Cause who you? He be my brother, my right hand man. I ride it out for you. I still gotta know what's going on.
Mhm.
Well,
Ain't
you know,
nobody hands clean nowhere around in no business.
No.
So
well,
marketing.
we're starting to run out of time for the show, so we're gonna have to start to wrap it up. This has been a great
Let's
segment,
do
and I hope that people have gotten some. I hope this segment has been inspirational for those that had a dream,
Thank you.
you know, and to be able to go after it. So everybody get to watch Tiffany on her journey as she got to go find her passion tonight. You better have a dream. You better pull a Martin Luther King. You're gonna pull a Martin Luther King tonight, and you better have a dream. You better come up with something, to choose something. As we will be checking in with you and your dream and following
I
you
can't
and your
wait.
Mhm. Mhm.
You got this.
I see great things.
You got
You got
this.
to do some great things.
You got
It's
this.
nothing else by association, like they said. They say you are the average of the company you hang around with. They say you want to know something about a person, look at who they hang with. If they hanging
Right.
out with crackheads or broke people, they're broke. They on drugs.
Hey, leave you alone right now. The
I'm
three
not
people
hanging
I'm with
around.
right now, you probably use the game.
Yeah.
But what you say, Michelle? You broke up.
The company she got right now on this podcast, she should blow up.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's another principle that I live by. If you want to blow up and you want your life to change, look at the company around you.
Most
Get
definitely.
with the company that's doing what you want to do. If you want to be successful, hang with successful company.
Mhm.
The law of attraction is there.
Yep.
You know,
The biggest thing of the podcast that came out your mouth was you already know what you want to do. So that means you need to start walking towards that direction. I don't care who with you. If you fail, pick yourself back up and keep going. When you say you want to help people, like Ken gave you the big keyword consultation. You 14 years of your life that you can look at it, you know the system, so you can't nobody run over and tell you that you don't know.
Exactly.
So start putting something together for yourself. Be like, hey, I can teach you this way and show you some things that they not gonna tell you because they just want to get paid, but I want to show you, I want to really give you that help. You get paid at the end of it anyway.
Then we'll talk about some
Just
mind
giving that
math
help,
later.
you'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about some mind map later. But basically, you need to get on YouTube, start looking at some consulting, watch some other consultants
Okay.
and their
Mhm.
story and what they did. Start doing
Mhm.
you some social media. Start talking on social media and put yourself out there
Definitely good. And
and
hurry
build
up
your
too, 'cause
following. Build your following up. I
in a
call that.
couple years, I want to open up another 2, 3 stores. So I'm gonna need that looking. So
Call that we
What's up?
what we call that social capital when you look. And then look who's in your industry, who's been in the industry. Reach out to them, get on
Right.
LinkedIn,
Yeah.
friend them, have them conversations with them. Hey, I've been in the
Mhm.
industry 14 years. I'm thinking about, launching out as a consultant. But look at some other consultants. Reach out to them, have those conversations.
you can be. I mean, you can trust that and be a financial advisor too.
Yeah. Reaching out to your old
Mhm.
coworkers that you worked with 14 years that probably
Get
skilled up
or you
Yeah.
can be a
Yeah.
freelance.
to give
You
you
can
the
be a
upskill game.
freelance. You can be a freelance bookkeeper. Everybody need their books done.
Yep.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If they're in
By
business, they
somebody
gotta
that
have their
ain't gonna
books
try
done.
to steal from them.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
need their
Somebody can
books and
trust.
taxes done, and I'm one of them. My book, I
You
gotta
ain't
work
shit. You
on my
know, my
books.
mama do mine.
Uh,
Come over somebody mind.
That's a little
quicken
part
and
time job.
yeah,
Yeah.
quicken and learning, and that's another thing with LinkedIn Learning. I mean, what they call Quicken QuickBooks. QuickBooks is real
Mhm.
hot. You can get on there
Right.
and learn
Right.
QuickBooks. QuickBooks is hot, and if you know how to
Mhm.
do
Shit, I'm gonna
QuickBooks,
tell you right now, I love QuickBooks, bro. My business account, everything through QuickBooks.
Write everything down, pay them little fee every month, and then just keep it running.
yeah. If you're a
Mhm.
QuickBooks expert and you can get on Fiverr or something and sell your skills. Somebody needs you. You
Mhm.
charge
Yep,
them about an hour to do their books. You can be
yep,
collecting that check. Hey, do these books for me and keep them in line. These are my transactions or whatever.
yep.
You're a QuickBooks expert. Basically,
Mhm.
all you do is went on Fiverr or YouTube, learned it real good, the ins and outs. You already in the banking. You got the resume behind that. Do somebody books.
Sky's the
Mhm.
limit.
So sky's the limit. Whatever you choose to go from it. However you
Man,
choose to pack it.
Most definitely.
Mhm.
I'm
Well, I
glad
do
y'all invited
appreciate
me on
y'all.
tonight, man. I appreciate
Oh,
that.
anytime, man.
Anytime.
Anytime. You always welcome. So you, Tiffany. Everybody's always
Love
welcome.
you. We'll talk to
We
y'all later.
already know. Well, I've asked that. Well, you know how we do, how we always end every show. What does after 5 mean to y'all?
After 5, man,
Success.
tell y'all. I mean, keeping it 100. That's what it
Mhm.
means to me.
Most
Keeping it
definitely.
100, no
Being
change,
your own
man.
boss.
Most definitely.
Like I said, you never
So
know
you
what
gotta
type of
do it, honey.
conversation. You never know what type of conversations you may have at the happy hour. I hope that this show has been inspirational and influential to all. Every Wednesday there's new episodes. So we look forward to you next Wednesday. If you found value and you like our show, as always, like and subscribe. If you don't like it, I mean, leave
Hit
us a
the like
comment.
button.
Tell us what we can do better. You want to say something or there's something you want to see, put something in the comment.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, we know all y'all got multiple emails, so subscribe on all them emails.
Try. Yeah,
Most
try.
definitely.
And go out there and support
Most
that
definitely.
go out there
So
and support that soul addict on Facebook.
MD
And
Redmond on Facebook. Holler
MD
at your boy.
Redmond,
DM me for anything you looking for. I got it.
I'm
we have
on
that
you.
link in the
I'm
description.
on you. Order in the day. Tomorrow I order in the morning.
Also, any hard to find shoes, I'm your plug. Holler at me.
I'm gonna holler
Limited
at you.
edition, holler at
I
me.
got some Jordans that I want on some
Yeah.
MD Redmonds that I'm looking for, and I need them cheap. You know I need
I know all
what I
about
need.
them too, but we might be able to find them for you.
Not trying
Yeah,
to
you
not
know.
trying to buy six for the price of one. You know what I mean?
Hey, inflation. We live in
But if you're
inflationary
an addict,
times,
you
my
gotta
brother.
give them. You
And if
gotta give them if
anybody
you're
got,
an addict.
and I tell you, and the email, of course, is at the end. Our email, if you want to be on the guest on the show, or you got any comments or whatever, or drop in the link. And if you got any advice for Tiffany Moore, or any leads for her on how to steer her, drop them in the comment. Email us, whatever, as we follow the success of her career, her newfound career as she's discovering and developing.
Money. Let's
Definitely.
get it.
Exactly.
Financial consultant.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Becoming
Business
up and
consultant,
coming.
whatever.
Let's go. You get it.
Mhm.
But that was our show. We'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you.
All right.